Good morning, third grade. I hope you guys are doing great. We are now working on our schedule for Wednesday, April 15th. So hopefully we're starting to kind of figure out the routine for the week, but let's go ahead and go over it anyway. So continuing within skills for reading, you are working on your fluency. So today will be the third time that you've read that same portion of your text. So with that, you should be going up in your words per minute each time that you are reading it. So just make sure that you are documenting that or writing that down. I had showed you a way a couple days ago. But remember, I don't need a video until Friday, and Friday should be your most words that you guys are able to read. Within math, you are continuing to practice your multiplication and division fact fluency. Going down into reading, you are passing 2 lessons this week. I did just sign on and look on Clever, and I was able to see that a lot of you guys have already passed your 2 lessons for this week, which is really, really cool to see. So good job, third grade. Keep it up. Then your next thing is if you are doing the offline portion of your reading for the week, you are going to watch the read aloud. So you're going to click here and it's going to take you to the read aloud all about police officers. So this is on our class YouTube page. Now again, that is only if you are doing the offline portion of this. And your reader's response is, what is the main topic of the story? Explain your reasoning. So you have racer, okay? R is restate the question. So the main topic of the story is, then you're answering the question, that's the A. The C is cite your text evidence. So remember that would be where you say, according to the text, on page blank it states. Then you have your E, so you're explaining. So if I were to watch the video, and if I were to be saying what the main topic of this story is, if I was talking about that police officers help people, for my citing text evidence, I may say, according to the text, they patrol their communities looking for people breaking the laws or people who need help. So then when I go to my explain, I would say that police officers help people because it says that they patrol their communities. And then your R is just restating. Remember, this reader's response is only if you are doing the offline portion of your reading for the week. You do not have to do both. Looking down on your writing, you are picking 1. So your topic for your first one is your opinion. Opinion is how you feel about something. So my opinion is that Starbucks has the best iced coffee in the whole entire world. So that's my opinion. But just because I think that doesn't mean everyone agrees with that. So the opinion writing is, are essential workers important members of our community? Use examples from the text to explain why or why not. So I already saw 2 rough drafts yesterday, which was really excited to see, about essential workers within our community. And remember, those essential workers are those important people that are working right now to help us as we're kind of fighting through this COVID-19, all the madness. What are the jobs that are considered essential workers? So Jared, as you guys have probably seen, all of his computers in the back. So he is still having to go to work because he's building the airport. And so that's considered an essential worker. So anybody who works in construction or is doing things for the state are still working. Or your second option is you're just writing a story about something that has happened to you. So it can be any kind of story. You can do made up characters. You can include yourself in that. But it is a narrative, so it is your free choice writing. Do not forget to use dialogue. So when you're using dialogue, so as I have right here, I should see your quotation marks at the beginning of the sentence. So if I were to ask a question of where, it's hard to write like that, are you going? Asked Miss Garton. Okay, a couple things that are needing to be included in here. So the first one that I have on here is I start with my quotation marks. Okay, where are you going? Asked Miss Garten. Then I should have some sort of punctuation that happens right here as soon as my character is done speaking. So because I am answering or asking a question, it should be a question mark. And then I need to close my parentheses around where I'm talking, okay? And then I also need a period at the end of it. So just don't forget that as you are doing your dialogue that you include your quotation marks and your punctuation. A lot of the times when characters are talking in a text, they're not asking a question, it's a comma, okay? So don't forget that as you are doing that writing. The next thing that we have, so today is Wednesday, so you have your 2 iReady math lessons for the week, and your next thing is you do have iExcel today. So I do want to pull up the iExcel because yesterday you had a break from it. So for today, it's very similar to what you guys did on Monday, but we're doing H15. So I already have it pulled up right here. So I have H15. Yep, H15. Okay, so remember you have this learn with an example. I can click down, use that as a tool to help me. Use the model to find 4 times 124. First, find the area of each rectangle. So when I look at this 124, so I have the number 124. Okay, what I can see on my screen that they did is they wrote it in expanded form, essentially. So they took the number and they stretched it out. So they said, I look at my hundreds and I have 100 plus 2 tens, which is 20, plus my 4 ones. Okay, so instead of doing it with this addition like we see in expanded form, all you're doing is you're multiplying it. Okay, so I have my 4 over here. Break my columns apart to help you see. Okay, so I have, and remember, anytime we multiply by those zeros, it's really easy. So all you're going to do is you're going to cover up your zeros and then you'll add them at the end. So 4 times 100, you can do that super quick, 3rd grade. 4 times 1 is 4. And then all I'm going to do is I'm going to add back those 2 zeros. Okay, so it's 400. Same thing over here, 20, I cover up my 0. 4 times 2 is 8. Put down my 8. And then I still have that 0 that I have to bring back. Okay, and then my next one, 4 times 4 is 16. Okay, so when I'm putting those on here, I have 4 times 100, which I said was 400. 4 times 20, which was 80. And 4 times 4, which is 16. Okay, so now it says that I need to find the total. Okay, now this is when it's going to look a little bit different because I have 16 ones, so that means that I could actually really regroup those. Okay, so I'm going to erase this top up here so I have a little bit more room, 3rd grade. Okay, so I have this up here. So what I'm doing is I have 400 plus 80 plus 16. Okay, so what I could do is I know that I can regroup 16 and I can trade it for another 10 over here, and this is 6 ones. Okay, so it'd be 400, okay, plus 80 plus 10, which is 90, plus 6, which is 496. 96, okay? You could have also just added those together, 3rd grade. So that's one strategy you can do, or you can just add them. So I can do 400 plus 80. Okay, I'm going to put that 0 in as a placeholder over here as well because it helps my brain align them. And I have 16, but my 0 is my placeholder. 0 plus 0 plus 6 is 6. Oh. Okay. 8 plus 1 plus 0 is 9. 4 plus 0 plus 0 is 4. So 496. So that same thing that we got down here. Either one of those strategies is good. Okay? So that is what you guys are doing for, and you can see that already took me 3 minutes to do. So this does take a little bit longer. It is perfectly okay if you do not completely finish it, 3rd grade. 10 to 15 minutes, work on it, and try your best on that one. Your word problem of the day is it costs $12 for 1 box of malasadas. If you want to purchase 6 boxes of malasadas, how much money do you need? Okay, this is working with 12, so hopefully you remember the trick of what we can do with the 12s. A lot of the things that I've been seeing third graders doing is I have been seeing a lot of multiplication, but don't forget too, if I don't remember, let's say I was working with 8s. Let's say that it costs $8 for 1 box of malasadas. Okay, I can go on here and I can do $8 for 1, and then I can do my skip counting. So I have 8, 16, 24. Okay, I can keep going with this pattern. Then this is 1, 2, 3. So if the boxes of malasadas cost $8 and I wanted to buy 3, I can go 1, 2, 3, which would be $24. So remember, you don't just have to use the stacking method with multiplication. I know with the 12s, it's kind of hard. So you can always list out your multiples of 12 as well, okay? And then again, your citizenship project is you guys are making your essential worker. You're drawing them, then you're writing 6 words to describe your essential worker, and you're making it colorful. So mine, I tried to tie in some of the dispositions. So I have patience, helpful, effective communicator, hardworking, courage, and perseverance. And I got one of them yesterday from Miss Brooklyn, and it was really good. So I'm really excited to see and hear about some of the essential workers that you guys know about and all of the great things that they're doing for our community. With that, third grade 2, every day you may see new videos that are popping up on YouTube, and that may be for the next week because I am making YouTube videos for all of third grade. So some of them you may be like, what is this? And that's okay. I will always explain to you when you're going to need that YouTube video because it could possibly be for the next week. So on the YouTube channel, I recorded a video today about a read aloud that you're going to use next week. So don't feel like you need to watch it because that's in our plans for next week. So just keep in mind that sometimes I'll be posting videos that you may not know about, but I promise I will always explain those videos to you. Third grade, I hope you have a great day, and I will see you guys tomorrow.